Alright, so let's first talk about what that standard algorithm actually is. So if you remember, like we've recently learned, you multiply these two numbers and then you add these. So 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is over 4. You remember that, guys, right? So now we're going to talk about why does that actually work. So if you come over here, so if we break down this 2 and show that it's actually 4 over 4 because 4 over 4 equals the whole. So we'll break that down. So it's actually 4 over 4. That's 1 whole. And then another 4 over 4. That's 2 wholes, which represents the 2. And then we have 3/4. So add these, which is 8 plus 3 is 11 over 4. And that's one way to get it, but also another easier way to show you why that works is if you break this. So say we have, this is our whole, and it's in 4 pieces. That's out of 4 pieces, so we're going to divide it. So now we have another whole that's divided into 4 pieces. And then we have another whole. It's still divided into the 4 pieces, but only 3 are shaded. But we haven't even looked at the numerators yet. So we have another whole. So this is all 4 out of the 4 are shaded. All 4 out of this 4 is shaded. And 3 out of this 4 is shaded. So if you convert it, it would be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4, 9/4, 10/4, 11/4. And that right there is exactly why this works. So if you look back here, right here we had 4 times 2, which is the 8. So most people will say, where'd that 8 come from? If you look over here, our first thing, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's exactly why you do this multiplication, because you get the first 8 and then you add the 3 because that's the leftover. So 8, 9, 10, 11, and that is why you have 11/4 right there.
We're going to multiply this 3 times a 3, and that is a 9.
Yes.
And then we're going to add this 9 to this 1 up here, which is going to be 10.
Mm-hmm.
So we would get 10 over 3. This would be 3 over 3 being the whole. So we need 3 of those, correct?
Yes.
Plus 3 over 3 plus 3 over 3 plus this 1/3 that we
Yes.
have. So then you would add, like normal addition, 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes.
10 over 3. Or, if we want to do it, so we're going to divide these into 3 because that's our denominator. So, I'm going to do 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And another whole. 1, 2, 3. And then this is the leftover over here. So, this is 3 out of 3. This is our first one. So we're going to shade all of those.
Mm-hmm.
This is our second 3 out of 3. Shade all of those. 1, 2, 3 out of 3. Third one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Shade all of those. So that's the 3 holes, and then we have 1/3 right here.
Yes.
So then we're going to do 1/3, 3/3, 3/3, 4/3, 5/3, 6/3, 7/3, 8/3, 9/3, and then here is your last 10/3, and you have these 2.
Yes. And that is how you do the standard algorithm of converting a mixed number to a fraction.